What's up? Power is back with the second half of the season, of the final season. And to be honest, this episode was a lot going on. A lot going on. It just sounds out of the norm, but we will get to it. Check it. Hey, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel, Mizzle14, and I'm back doing the review of Power Book Ghost 2. Well, Power Book 2 Ghost. Season 4, Episode 6 is the final season. And let's get into it. Y'all know I like to do my review not in a particular order. I just like to go by storyline. So I'm just going to do it in order, and I'm trying not to make this so long. So let's get into it. So we know Effie. Effie is working for normal right now and everything. But, at this point, she's just tired of it. She's just tired of a lot of things. So Norma told Effie she had to go to the Russian to get more connects because, she lost some products. So she had to go do that. And when she got in there, she saw Kate and Norma talking. She was already out of it. She was already done. She said, okay, so what you want me to do? I need to go talk to the Russian to get some product. Because, Effie was the one that really connected, smooth things over with the Russian to get some products for Norma so she could continue her thing. So Effie's good like that. So Laura said, oh, that's what you want me to do? Okay, that's it. That's it for now. Okay, bye. Effie is so done with it. I think she just like over with the game now. I think I can see in her eyes that Effie is so tired of everything. She is just tired of it. She just don't like how things is going. It just things too messy. It just got out of whack. Out of how all y'all turned against Tyreek like that, everything's went out of whack lately. Everybody just had a motive. It's crazy. So later on, we saw Diana talking to Tyreek. Now, I'm going to tell you about that later on, what happened, why she talked to him. But Effie saw Diana talking to Tyreek. And it's just like another person because, she, at one point, Effie was a ride or die for Tyreek. She just liked the boy and they understand each other. But she just never was the selected choice. And so, she sees that. And then also, Kane is up and freaking Norma behind. And I'll get to that in a minute. And now she's like, she just over it. So she, after Diana left and went to do something because she knows she ran away and looked like she's about to throw up. So it's like confirmation that Diana's pregnant. Now, Effie found out about Bouchandria, and it's like that. So she told her exactly that Diana's pregnant. So they talk, and she went over there. She said, "Oh, so what's going on with your girlfriend?" It's like that, and it's going back and forth. She trying to say Effie, and trying to not deal with Effie a little bit, but then Effie started getting loud. And so you want to get me quiet? You think you're going to make me quiet and everything? Because you and your freaking girlfriend playing house together and stuff like that. And it was going, yeah, loud, loud. She said, Effie, don't be quiet. I said, don't tell me to calm down. Would you not tell me to calm down? Like, Effie was going off. And I said, you know what? After I watched the episode last night, I said, come on, Effie, that was doing too much. But then I said, you know what, girl, she just done with it. She just done with it, and she just got to deal with it. And she decided, listen, everybody catching it. I don't care who it is. Everybody is catching it. And that's what she did. She caught it straight. So Diana came back, and then she asked her what for Diana. She said, oh, so you think you want to turn a whole housewife or something like that? You think you're going to be something like that? Anybody could trick could be done to get pregnant by somebody. I said, ooh, another trick. And they had little words. She said her last words, and she walked out. So later on, we saw Effie with the Vadim, the head of the Russian Connect. And she was saying that Norma want more products like that. She said, well, we're going to do more. We're going to get a little discount. She said, we're not Costco's and all that other stuff. Now, we know that Carter and his gang, and we'll get in them in a minute, because they had a lot of stuff. They had a lot of things that was not making sense, everything, whatever. But Carter and his gang wanted to crack down on the venom and his drug connects because they were kind of find out the drugs was coming from him and stuff like that. And to go to Norma. One of the drugs that Monet and them stole. So they said they cracked them down. and go after them. So that's what they did. They raided the place and they wanted to them alive. So they did that. They do everything. Effie's caught in the crossfire. So she pretended she played dead, lay under the day. And I said, no, that's right. You better play dead, girl. Don't show no, don't breathe, no nothing. So she played dead. So they think that nothing of it, that she was still alive. So when coast is clear, because Nico went somewhere else, Kamal went somewhere, and then Carlin went somewhere, and other people was doing their own thing. Effie saw the coast is clear. She got up and she was ran. So when she ran, she saw one of the FBI people. I said, "Oh no, she about to get caught." And lo behold, one of the Russians guy shot at the cop. So he shot at the cop, and Effie was telling the guy, "Please, please, please." And then the guy let Effie go, but he took the bag. He took her bag, right? I guess it had the products inside or whatever. Took her bag and it's their money. It was prodigal money inside of it, but took it and walked away. Then we saw Nico, because Kamal was casing his place, and Nico saw Kamal through the door, and it had like an open area, and saw that Nico shot the guy who shot at the officer. But I think it was money in the bag, because that's what he used the money and he split the profits with Felicia. But we're going on in a minute. And Kamal saw that and he said that's dirty operation, because you're supposed to report the money and anything you find, but you didn't report it. So he stashed it. So Kamal is going to tell Carter about that later on, but we're gonna tell about that. We're gonna talk about that later on in the review. So after Effie got out, because she ran out after the bag was stolen, it's like that. She just ran out of there, and Kane asked Norma about Effie. How's Effie doing? He said, "Oh, you concerned about your little girlfriend?" And so like that. He said, I was being concerned and stuff like that. And he said, "How she is?" She said, "She's all right. She's good." So he went to go check up on her. And he said he banged on Effie's door. Effie said, "Oh boy, what you want?" He said, "Don't let me kick this door down." I said, "Listen, don't let nobody need to kick no door down around here. Let me get up." Because I was saying, "Damn, okay." Get up. And he said, "You all right?" She said, "Listen, I'm just tired of it. I just want to do this anymore." And I'll say, you know what? See, at some point in your life, you want to just not deal with it anymore. At some point, it's a high, it's a rush. When everything's going good, it's good. But when things go bad, then you realize that, listen, you can't deal with that. But you have to understand, when you get into the street, like everything think that it was all hunky dory or cute and all, but not realize the negative effects, the opposite effects that might can happen when things go wrong. So now when they realize things go wrong, people want to dodge and duck and not deal with this anymore and feel defeated. And I think she felt defeated, because it's just tiresome, especially. And I think it's not for just the game. I think it's about a lot of things as well. Her life, personal life, relationships. She just was done with it all. So Kane hold her hand, and that's the end of every little bit. Um, let's get with Monet though, because it was a big auction thing going on. Monet and Diana is going out shopping, right? Going out shopping for the baby. Everything. She said, "Listen, you get whatever you need to get. You're gonna buy it. I listen, buy the car, give it a get now." So she said she's gonna turn Kane's room into the baby's room. But she said the program at Stanfield have like a program we can do housing and finances and things for people who becoming mothers. She said, "Okay, I'm gonna help you with the program and get in there, but also I'm still gonna turn the baby's room." She said, "Bet." So she got the globe, and also they went home. Sorry about that. I'm gonna turn it off, because when the Wi-Fi signal going off, I'm gonna keep it behind the screen for now on. All right. So when they went home, and meanwhile, while that happening, Drew was following Carter because I think Monet wanted to get something from Carter so you can get to use against him because at this point they were working for the Carter his game and they want his cut because they crooked and she want to get some information on him. So he's taking pictures, but he lied and said no, he don't got nothing. It's some corner boys. And then Carter texted Drew and said, "Stop following me." And Drew said, What's going on?" And then he saw that Carter's there, so he drove off. So when that happened, thinking Diana and Diana Monet is at the house. Drew came over and he was saying what's going on. He said, "Oh, so what y'all doing shopping when I'm up here getting risking my life trying to follow this guy and he cased me out and found me out. So what's going on?" And he said, "Well, we can't do that. We got to use something else because he figured me out." He said, "We need to get something on him so we can take him down because nobody will order me around because that's what Monet is." So when that happened, the freaking FBI just raided the place, calling his gang, just raided the place, say, "Put your hands up, put your hands up," all stuff like that. And here go Carter. Carter trying to reach to Monet. Monet's not answering her phone. So he said, "Oh, so you're not going to dodge my calls because I've been calling you." He came there to get his cut. I said, "Oh, is that quickly?" So he said the people are still selling products. So what's happening? But then he wanted to know where the drugs was coming from. And Monet said she's don't know the name, but she know who it's going to. And she can find out. But he said he wants the name, and you better tell me, or there's gonna be some problems. All right. So then we get Felicia, one of the big old big and bad behind, looking at the bags and everything, and then put two together that Diana may be pregnant, but she didn't know because she was asking who these baby stuff for. So and it's for the Globe and put the gun to her and said, "What's going on?" No, not the Carter did the gun to Monet. And she says, "Listen, I don't know what's going on. I don't know the name. I know what's going to." So they left. But Felicia was straight behind, looking at the bag, saying, "What's going? Who's these bags for? And what's happening? And baby stuff." She said, "Oh, thank you. Just go for a donation." Right? And then just took the Globe and just broke it. And I said, why are you doing all that? That was not necessary to do all that craziness. It wasn't necessary. So took the bag and whatnot and left out of it. Left out. So that's that. So Monet did find out. So she later on she did tell Carter where the drugs was coming from, like who was the connect. And she said for them it's the Russians that he got the drugs and everything. And that's how Carter and his gang went to raided the place. Because they found out the drug was coming from him. Like even though um, the drug was going to Norma, because she was supposed to was connected to Norma, but that's the drugs that they stole. So they said it was for them drugs, the Russians. And he said, "Oh, I shut them down before, so I ain't know they had anything more and everything. So we're gonna get after them." So they took Drew. Nico took Drew, and I said, "What you arrested him for?" You arrested Drew because to find out while Carter was talking to Monet and them, he had like a text, and the text told him that Zay is still alive. Now I guess Zay was like part of the warehouse shooting or something like that was happening. Well, because I was trying to figure out, it was like the last episode he shot someone. That's the person they were talking about, or it was somebody else. I guess it was someone else. It was they said warehouse shooting, and the person, one of the person they shot, was still alive. So he's at the infirmary. I said, okay. So Nico took Drew, because Drew is part of his gang, right? And put him in jail. So I said, you put him in jail so he could do your dirty work. Which that's one thing I didn't like about this episode, because I was like, in what way that y'all allowing other people to do your work instead of y'all doing it yourself when you have connections and monies and pull to do so. But I don't think they do because the IAB is on their neck, is on their backs. So I guess they decided doing them themselves. They had other people do it. But I said, but still, y'all still had connections somewhere in the shit before and they can get this thing done without involving a lot of people in your mess and y'all putting heat on y'all, which is stupid when you have IAB on y'all already. So, but whatever. So they wanted to take Zay out because he could reliability to say something. So I asked Drew to do it. He's got 24 hours to do it, or have to see a family. Nico doing all of this to Drew, tell him so like that. So Drew did what he had to do. He caused the fight at the place because I guess one of the guys recognized Drew and said, "What are you looking at, Tejada?" and everything. And then Drew, being a bad person he is, beat the guy up. Well, they fought. He got some punches in, and Drew got the best of him. And then the cops started, the correction officers started to like clubbing him and hitting Drew up. And I guess Drew, they did that. He did that so he get himself in the infirmary because they said they had to check him and see if he got any internal bleeding and something like that before whatever they do with him afterwards. Was solitary, what they go do. So he went to the infirmary, and so that's what his plan all along to get to the infirmary. So he got in the infirmary, body banged up, and so like that. And he saw Zay, so he went down a couple of beds down and saw Zay, and kind of smuggled him to death. And I said, "Oh snap!" So Drew finished his job, and he went back in his bed. And then later on, he called Nico and said the job is done. But he said, listen, he knows some information that could take y'all down. But if y'all he give it to you, he needs to something in return. He said, what's up? He said, Roman is here, tries to rat you out or snitch on y'all, take y'all down. I could deal with him. However, I'm not gonna be any of your freaking ragtag dog, so you go boss around. I need to be your equal or something, like a lieutenant, something like that, lieutenant or higher up in your rank, and I'm not be a soldier. And also leave his mother and sister alone, family. And he said, "Oh, you're walking up in World Trade." He said, "Okay, whatever," and it hanged up. But he said, "Listen, do we got to do and everything, but if you don't do it, it is your problem," and hanged up the phone. I said, "Ooh, child." So that, more on that. So then Felicia, her duster behind, right? Like I said, I'm jumping around, so it's not in order. Felicia duster behind. So before we get to that, before she did that, Norma and Kane met Tyreek and Braden at their campus. Confronted them, he said, "Oh, see, because Norma told Tyreek, listen, for her to create a deal with Tyreek to not to done him or end him like that because he covered his back by shooting Angel, the guy." And she's like, "Okay, I'll let you off the hook for now, but you should not be selling." But they freaking messed that up and started selling. And I said, "You looking for a death sentence, right, Tyreek?" So they on campus, Braden and Norma talking smack ish to Norma. And I said, "Norma, what is type of character? How they made you? They made you so freaking soft and punkish. Now she's still trying to act bad, big and bad, but I said it's looking weak on you. Because after they said they done, like I said, listen, we got information that could took you down. We give it to Anya. I don't know what you be doing behind her back. I think you doing something else. You're international conglomerate, but normally you are a drug mogul, and it's like that. So she don't know. So we could take you all down, and Norman had to leave Tyreek and Brady alone to figure it out because he's okay. He said, "What's going on?" So before she left out, she said, "You pussy cunts." I said, "Not pussy cunts. Really?" We get to the point that you big and bad when you don't deal with no disrespect. You off people to get to the point where you gotta call them pussy cunts and walk away and just let it be. I said, that's funny. So when that happened, right, walked away, she said she got to meet with Roddy Adams. And Kane said he gonna be there. And Kane was forcing himself. He said, "No, I'm gonna be there. Look how I had helped you get this deal, so like that's enough." Because they were supposed to be there, but I said she said no. And Kane like stepping up and being want to be there, and we said, "Oh, so you want to be her knight in shining armor, a knight in shining armor, like her savior or something?" So whatever. So she said, "Cool." Got Kane there. Kane acted like he a big boss. She met with Roddy Adams. And he said everything is good. He supposed to clean up her business, make things legit, so nobody could be snooping around her business, acting like she do anything illegally. So he could clean it up. And he was the person to do so. And that's something that Davis hooked up. So they said, "Listen, when the final payment comes, everything will be done." So Kane tried to take the money and try to do like he's doing, and Doma took the money from him and said, "Boy, what you bye? You is not the freaking equal around here. You a subordinate." And I just wish that Noma realized that he is a subordinate and not the equal, because he gave you some peen. Like, girl, stop it. You is losing your edge. So all that happened. Then we see Zion shooting up the place. And now his target wasn't Roddy Adams. Roddy Adams got up because everybody was shooting. Instead of going down, he get up and ran. I said, "What the hell? Like, no, you don't up and run. Especially you go down. When you see somebody shooting up the place and everything, you go down. So eventually it will hit you. Not get up and run when the bullets could spray you. But sometimes, in a split second when something happens to you in the moment, your brain don't think rationally. So it's like a fight or flight kind of thing. And he decided to flight, but he brain registered him to run instead of going down on the floor like most people do. So he got shot up. So now the deal is done. She got to connect to help her legit clean her business. So they took the money, and then so Kane said, "Oh, you okay? You okay?" She said, "Good, I'm good." But now he said, "F. Now what's going to happen? Now this is messed up." And so they took the money, they left. And now Norma's upset because Kane came there. She threw the freaking thing at Kane. Because Kane came from someone else. He went to talk to his mother about something because he wanted to know where the drugs are coming from, because it was told that the Norma is coming from drugs coming from Norma. Well, that's a big lie. Kane went to talk to his mother Monet about, so you was going around and the streets is talking and saying that you said that Norma was part of the drugs and everything happened on. It was crazy. So Monet said, get out of my face with the he say, she say, or the streets is talking. If you want to come and accuse me of something, you better have some more strong on evidence. Basically, that saying the street is talking. I said, I know that's right. So he going around doing the day. Then somebody came, one of the guys who wanted to be down, Scoop family member, was wanting to be down with the gang to be part of them, and it got them messed up, right? Said his brother's in jail because of it, and it's Monet's fault. That's when Kane went to talk to Monet about it. It's like that. It had he said, "You got them coming here, be a part of you, and got them in the crossfire. What's up? What's going on?" And he said, Kane snuffed the guy. He said, "You go put the gun on, you better know what you're doing." And so, and she's like, "Boy, get out my face," and everything. So he went back to Norma, and that's when Norma threw this. He said, "This is because of you. This will happen. I got things coming at me. Why did I this dead and everything? And if it wasn't for you to start this whole war with this boy, beat him, the baddest of him, I would have got shot up like that." And then he smoothed it down like he normally does. And he said, "Don't forget, you working for me." I said, I wish you remind him of that, because you were so quick to figure off Obi which Obi had your back. Even though he was doing his thing all because he wanted to get green cards, so what? Everybody got secrets like you do. He had your back, but you off Obi. But yet you always letting Kane slide. He doing some stuff that getting you in trouble. Instead of you slicing him and nicking him and doing something to make him understand that you is the boss, you let him slide so easily. Just that stick quick. You didn't slice him or nothing. Right? So after Zion did what he did, Carter called Zion. We're gonna find out Carter, uh, Zion was working for Carter too. So I said, damn, how many people he had on his connection? So, so he had the same rule like he gave Zion, like he gave Monet. You could do what you do. You could sell your drugs. Give me a cut. However, no innocent civilian is supposed to die. And the fact that Ronnie Adams was killed, that's an innocent civilian, and that's messed up. That's messing up their operation. So he said he need protection because he said if you don't protect me, then you going down. It's like that. He said, hey, I'll text you the address. Go here, and you be secure. And then he told his subordinate Felicia to handle it herself. You need to be discreet and clean about it. Told her to handle it. So I say, if I was the boss and I tell you to handle it, then I don't think you need to have nobody else to handle my job like I told you to do. If you're going to have somebody, you better make sure they do you the way I wanted to do. But no, at the end of the day, I told you to do the job. You should do the job. Discreet and clean and get it done. She said, cool, I got it. She went in the car. She was on the way to get the car. She get a call for IAB. Because he said, listen, I don't want no IAB on that next because she's already down on an Internal Affairs Bureau. IAB. Crack it down on the police force and the detectives. Because we watch a lot of TV shows and we know when the force do too much, IAB steps in. So cracked them down and it was like, you need to come in an hour and talk to us because it said it was getting complaints that you use force, unnecessary force. I said, oh, child. So she said, okay, cool. Before she went to go to the meeting, she sniffed. I said, so everybody doing booger sugar, huh? Everybody doing booger sugar. She started sniffing. So I said, okay, so you gonna go there under influence and go into the IAB when they could drug test you and stuff like that. I wish they could because they realized she would have something in her system. But that's that. So while she's on her way over there, she stopped by Monet's house and said, Monet, where you at, Monet? Monet, what? And Monet is not there. Diana was there. And he said, well, Monet, trying to find Monet. She said, since I can't find Monet, you got to do it. And I need you to shoot Zion and kill him. She said, I'm not killing like that. She said, well, you family's in the business, so you do kill people. So I need you to do so. And he got the phone and let me know when it's done. So I said, you gonna let Diane? I said, you don't know your research. Because at the end of the day, Diane will be doing the killing, so like that. Drew and Kay is the one, if you want some things to be done. But okay. So Diana is all freaked out. So, her normal fashion, she went to talk to Tariq. That's what Effie saw Diana and Tariq talk. And she went to Tariq, a normal fashion. Because first of all, you said you didn't want your baby partner no freaking this business around it. I think you just sucked up in it, even though you want to take yourself out of it, but you all sucked up in this. Right? But you go to Tariq as normal fashion because Tariq gonna help you because that's a part of your kid. Or it's like that. So you're gonna use that and he gonna be there because he always want to protect his family, right? So he got the mindset to protect his family. He don't always there for you and my baby, right? So she didn't tell him everything. Now if she would have told him everything, then he would have realized something. But she only told him a little bit, pieces, and get Zion, and that's that. Because it messes with the family, and because he's gonna be part of the family, and when somebody should reform, he needs to protect it. So as happened. chose Tyreek to do so. Tyreek went to told Davis about it. Davis said, "Boy, bye, you got me effed out. I'm not doing this." But then when he kind of found out that he could get more money and stuff like that, Davis said, "Oh, money's involved. Count me in." I set the meeting up. So Davis and Tyreek went to talk to Norma. They came and realized how they're gonna do it. How, if Tyreek take out Zion, is the deal that you give me connect and you give me products, and I do so, and we can work a business again. And Norma made the deal. And he said, listen, and Kane was bothered about that. He said, you was going to listen, trust him. And he said, listen, it's the work he got to do for me that made it, because the mess that was created by you, I had to cut a deal with Tyreek. And I said, and she nicked Tyreek in the neck with a blade. But I said, you have yet to do anything to Kane because he created all this mess. Whatever. So I would say, that's why I said that Felicia dusted behind. I said, he told you to do it. If I were Carter, I would have slapped Felicia, or I would probably end up myself. Then I said, y'all are freaking wrong for doing stuff and doing things messy. Doing things messy. You could be crooked, but at least do something at least halfway, not all the way crooked. But gosh, you shouldn't be crooked at all. At all. But y'all is messy, y'all slacking. So you told Diana told Tyreek. I said, this is not discreet at all. At all, at all. And it's not great. Told Tyreek, go ahead and a job. Then we get to see Braden. Braden sniffing, do the booger sugar. And then he get on stage while modern day freestyle Unity, a rejected version, and he started dancing with Ebony and getting on stage and everything. I said, boy, what is this? What kind of loosely paper privilege are you having around here that you think you can just get yourself on stage and just start dancing and stuff like that? I said, boy, get off the stage. Tommy came there. He saw that Braden is high. And I said, first of all, you just sniffed and you just got that figure effed up that quickly. Maybe he was sniffing for a while. And that's what was probably in the system. Because I said, you don't get contact that quick like that. So told Braden we got a job to do. We had to off Zion. So text him, we got to get some things going on. So Braden did what we had to do. I ain't over there because I ain't want to forget. I didn't want to get some more D for Tyreek. I forgot. I and Tyreek had sex earlier, and I don't know what the hell they was doing. I said, "What good? Were you riding him, or were you was flat on your stomach and you riding him with your pussy?" Like I said, "How are you freaking having sex? That's not riding, girl." Hey, he'll be like he hurt it and stuff like that. You too. I said, "Girl, you're not even fully up, like a right angle, like a line on him, and this girl. That don't make sense. That's not riding." So then she told me about some stuff that her mom always family in Nigeria. She's an international conglomerate. She traveled a lot of places, but she here most of the time now. And so like that. So he got some information from out of Anya. I said, all right, you talk a lot, girl. And I know a little bit about Tyreek and his family, the business. Um, his stuff come from his mom and stuff. Stay away from you because your family's trouble and stuff like that, yada yada. But she still wants something. So he said, listen, we'll come back. I got you later. All right. So she just feel bummed out. So they went over to Zion place, right? He said, what's the product? Like Zion realized something was wrong and then started effing both of them up. He started beating Braden and Tyreek's behind. He just do all that. He just flung Braden across the wall. I said, that wall must be thin. Because how you flung him across that wall like that? I said, what kind of freaking place is that? It just flung him and broke the freaking wall. Braden didn't feel nothing. Because maybe he got the contact. So it's like he was down for a little bit. But he got up. And then he beat up Tyreek. The gun Tyreek had just got knocked off. He about to choke and Tyreek to death. Tyreek about to look like about to be unalive. Then Braden came and helped Tyreek. And then all of a sudden, he did that. And then Tyreek just stabbed him to the ground. And then Zion said, oh, so Carter recruited you too. So they was like, who? So I said, this is exactly. Diana didn't tell him. Because they didn't even know that Carter is behind this. Right? She said, oh. He said, I was working for somebody. He said, oh, okay, little ghost. She said, nah, I'm not. I said, okay, girl, you told me you're not your father, but you are. And shot him in the head. But Felicia got the camera and seeing that Tyreek is the one who did it, Tyreek Brady, and it wasn't her. So now she's upset after she got the cut from Nico from the drug bust, whatever, raid bust. She went to go to Diana, and because Diana called Tyreek and said she got moved for some cookies and all that stuff going on. She's hungry for some cookies, so she went to go meet with Tyreek. So Felicia tracked her phone and followed her. And I said, girl, I told you to do the job. And stuff like that. So why you got Tyreek doing that? Something like that. I told you to do it. I said, first of all, he told you to do it, Felicia. Not you telling Diana to do, told Diana to tell Tyreek that Tyreek do the job. I said, it's messy all along. You should have done that. Like I said, if I would call her, I would have F you up, Felicia, because you messing it up for the rest of us. You're dusting behind. So Diana said, you better get somebody because I ain't to be. And he said, so she slapped her. Then Felicia started beating her up. Now, Felicia don't even know that Diana's pregnant. I said, girl, that's on you, girl. Now, because that picket baby is lost, you know, Bonet going to be on war path. Drew going to find out. Kay might find out. Y'all are in trouble. And Tyreek, too, y'all better be careful. Okay, how much y'all FBI? Y'all are slipping. Y'all slipping hard. So, beat her up, stomp her up, and left the phone there. I say, so you did all that, leave the phone next to her body. Okay. Tyreek over on his way, and he calling, and realized that she didn't there, and he heard the phone nearby. He went over there and saw Diana clutching the ground, holding her stomach and stuff like that. And I said, oh my God, not the baby. She kicked that baby. She kicked that stomach hard a couple of times. And I said, oh, Chad, we gonna find out if she may lose it or not. I mean, it's a possibility. That's the kind of road they're going. That's the road they're going down for us to be motive for them to go road path on the FBI, the people. It's like that. IMB is on your back, and then you got these people gonna be after you because y'all make your team making stupid mistakes, getting careless. If you gonna do it, you gotta do it right. You knew it. Y'all are really careless, right? So he said, somebody help, somebody help. I said, dude, you got the phone on you. You got the phone right there on the ground and phone on you. You call 911. Why are you asking for somebody to help? So, you know, that's how the episode ended. But, no, that's not how the episode ended. So Kamal confronted Carter. Kamal was, you know, that's Councilman Tate's brother. And he's still on the force. So Kamal Tate talked to Carter and he said, listen, I saw your dude. He's doing mistakes and that's not good. We need to talk to the IAB. We need to talk to like that. You got to that Carter said, no, that's not going to happen. Work with me and all this stuff that he was telling him and everything. So now he finally let Carter, he finally let Kamal know that Carter is part of it and he knows what's happening. Or at least some way, shape, or form. And then he realized that Drew is in a freaking place, and Nico put Drew there, and off Zay, and Zay is connect or whatever else like that. And it's a very coincidence that's happening. And he said that's not gonna happen. Just stick with me. And Kamal said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna think about it. So stay for a second. They all staring at each other. I said, what is it, a cowboy showdown or something? And who gonna put a gun out? I said, it's there way too long. Maybe Kamal should have left or something like that. I don't know. Or should have shot Carter first. But whatever. To the point that Carter said, you should listen to me. Bam. I said, oh no, you ain't put no bulletproof vest or nothing? I said, oh. So now, I said, now you shot Councilman Tate's brother. Now Councilman Tate gonna be on you. It's like, you got a lot of heat on y'all for no apparent reason. And you said no civilians should be casualty. And that's your model, but you go kill a civilian who's part of your force. Now he's part of your force, but I'm just like a co-worker. But at the same time, it's like if your model not to kill innocent people, Kamal wasn't down with y'all. He was trying to work with y'all and be a part of it and look up to y'all, and you go kill your own. Like really? So that's that. And that's how the episode. I said, oh, child, now you got a whole gang up on y'all, and y'all just messed up. Lovely. And like I said, if I called her, I was done with Felicia. And everything. Nico, I don't know. I said, y'all messing up and having everybody else doing your dirty work. Y'all stupid. Y'all just stupid. But that was my power review. Let me know how y'all feel about this episode. I'm sorry that I wasn't on screen, but the Wi-Fi signal thing is acting up, and I don't know what the video be must see. But please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. And I see y'all next week. Peace out.